Do this to protect your new partner. Welcome to today's topic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Coach Tobias Forst, founder of Achilles Life Coaching, decade-long recipient of narcissistic abuse, and I've saved myself from it. And I will gladly accompany you on your own path to your personal freedom from narcissistic abuse. So imagine this, you're in a situation where you have just gotten into a new, fresh relationship with a normal, healthy woman or a normal, healthy man. Now, there will be a point in time when you will encounter, when they will encounter, together with you, parts of your family, and for the sake of this video's topic, let's assume you have one or two narcissists in your family setting. So, first off, do you protect them? How do you protect them? The answer to if at all, the clear answer is yes. Yes, you protect them, and there are certain strategies that go along with it. How do you do this? To sum it up, before we go into more detail in this video, you brief them. You inform them about particular elements in your social and family circle. Let's take this into a metaphorical setting. Let's imagine you and your new partner on a bluff, on a plateau, overlooking the social landscape in your life. And you put your arm around them and point over here. Do you see those houses over there? It's a good tribe of people. I'm sure you're gonna get along just fine. Do you see that down there, down south? That's where I work. And I have a bunch of really good colleagues. My boss, she's amazing. And her co-founder is also really a great guy. Gonna get along fine when we are on a company dinner with partners. And over there, and now you point southwest, let's say, there's a luminescent green lake and a cottage over there. Do you see that? Yeah, she does, he does. And therein live three people. One of them is a very loving and kind-hearted person. And you two, I'm sure you will get along just fine. The two others at this green, toxic lake are of a different sort of human being. They don't function like we do. And I would like you to know what you can expect. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you go into detail by handing them the metaphorical spyglass so they can zoom in, so they can see a bit of movement without yet understanding what they're saying, but they can perceive the interactions, the physical ones, how they treat each other, ignore each other, whichever it is. So you want to prepare in advance your new partner for possible actions and reactions on the part of those two people in this example. Could be one, could be five, whichever it is in your particular case, ladies and gentlemen. And you also want to brief them about your possible reactions or non-reactions, because it is possible, sometimes likely, that they, your new partner, will experience a new side from you when it comes to you treating these particular two toxic people at the luminescent green toxic lake in the cottage. So, what can he or she expect from those two people at the toxic lake? There might be passive-aggressive behavior toward him or her. There might be invasive questions under the guise of a fake smile, accompanied with pseudo-criticism. And that type of work fulfills you? Well, I guess to each his own. There might be love bombing. Oh, such a handsome man, such a beautiful woman, and so successful, so whichever, whatever. And more often than not, such types of love bombing are accompanied by a subtone of invalidation. Like, well, the types she usually brings along, the guys, I don't even remember all their names, but you really seem to stand out from the crowd. With the clear intent of one of those two fictional people in this example, to make him or her at your side think that, damn, they're just one of many, and maybe you're just on a roll with short-term partnerships one after the other, to instill doubt. All this can happen. And regarding the briefing of your possible actions and reactions, you might display an unusually or a surprisingly harsh tone towards them if they violate your boundaries, the boundaries of the two of you. Brief them, your new partner, accordingly. There are now five aspects, 5 factors I consider of vital importance in order for you, ladies and gentlemen, to protect your new partner. Number 1 is, have this briefing in advance or long in advance before the actual physical encounter happens. Number 2, brief them, encourage them to ask questions of any kind, and give them, your new partner, the platform that you will do your utmost to answer everything and anything they might ask. This is especially important if the topic of narcissism and social toxicity and antagonism is quite new and possibly doesn't even have a name. The scorpion might not have a name yet for your partner. Let them know that ask whichever, and you take them by the metaphorical hand and guide them through the process of realization, of getting into the know. Number 3, once you're on site at the cottage with these people at the luminescent green toxic lake, the mindset help for your new partner that you have already internalized, a concept that I've learned the proper name for from the magnificent psychologist Dr. Ramani Durvasula, who helped me on my personal journey with her books and the content that she shares. I just can't put it into words how much help this woman was for me, for my personal transformation process. The concept of don't go deep. Don't go deep. The mindset help from you to your partner once you're on site at the toxic lake, at the cottage. Don't defend. Don't explain. Don't engage. You don't. And this type of work fulfills you, well, I guess, to each his own. All right. Who gives a shit? And number 4, among don't go deep, the toughest one, the one that takes the most practice. Don't personalize. It is meant in a very personal way to invalidate, to gaslight, to manipulate. Just let it bounce off your armor and help your new partner don that same armor of mindset to just have it deflect such verbal attacks. Because when it comes to such verbal shit that narcissists are placing in front of you or your new partner, it is not your task to tidy up and clean the diapers of adult children. Let them sit in their stink. Number 4 of the 5 factors I consider most vital for you to protect your new partner. Have them know in advance that if at any given point during the physical interaction in the cottage at the toxic lake they feel uncomfortable, they can either tell you or signal you that he or she wants to leave. And without you asking them why, you get up and leave. Do you want to present the two toxic people of the three in the cottage with some sort of excuse? Go for it. If you don't owe them. And number 5 is the previous point in reverse. Have your new partner understand that if you tell them or signal them that you want to leave, that they should follow suit without any questions asked. You can discuss anything and everything in the car or on the walk home. To sum it up, you don't let your new partner at any point approach this toxic lake without having informed them. You don't look at them and metaphorically grab them at the collar. Oh, you look like you could swim, and push them into the toxic lake and let them figure it out on their own. You help them, you prepare them, you help them understand where to walk, how to handle the interactions, what to keep in mind, what mindset to wear, and most of all, have them know that the unit and unity is among the two of you. You two are side by side, before that interaction, during that interaction, and after and long after that interaction. Because you, ladies and gentlemen, with your new partner, are your own heroes and you're your own heroines. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.